welcome back to my channel. I hope you have all had a wonderful day. You are going to see me in the same clothes as I'm bulk filming, so here we are. So today's video is my no spend September. So this idea actually came from Kirsty Kirby. She does sort of lots of money saving kind of decluttering videos. I will leave a link to her channel in the description down below if you want to check her out. But basically, she has decided to do a no spend September and has invited people to come along and join her on that journey. So I'm joining. So yeah, this is my kind of video where I talk about my reasons for wanting to do it. If you watch her video, it's not very long. I think it's only about 7 minutes. She says that you need to create rules and you need to have like a goal in mind of why you're doing it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to talk about here. So I originally planned to do a no buy August. I don't think I actually ever released that video because I just kept forgetting to post it, and then before I knew it, it was like the 25th of August, and here we are. So I'm going to join her no spend September. I have bought quite a few things in August, and in the previous few months I did originally set out to do like a no buy year, but it just doesn't work for me. I really struggle with that kind of pressure, and the expectation of that time span is just too much for me. So I'm going to try a month. Originally, when I set out to do the August one, I had a lot of kind of outings and activities and days out planned, just because that's how my August was set out. So I had next week, for example, it's the last week of August, I have the dentist and a day out with my mum. I'm going up to London to see a show with my friend. I'm going to Thorpe Park with my sister. It's going to be a disaster. And then, yeah, so for example, that's just in 3 days blocked together that I have stuff planned, and I don't want to restrict myself. So I don't enjoy myself. So going forward into September, these are my rules. So I do have a couple of outings planned. So I'm not gonna kind of restrict my spending on those. Like, I am gonna have lunch out, and I am gonna kind of buy things if they catch my eye, but I am only gonna buy things that I need or I can visually see a purpose for. So for example, I have all my plants. There are tons of plants in this house. There's loads up there. Let's tilt you and you can see. Yeah, there are loads of plants in this house. So going forward, if I was to go out and see a plant, I have to know where that plant is going to live, and I have to, you know, have a reason for wanting to purchase it. I don't plan on buying any plants, but, you know, for the example, that one works quite well. So for September, I'm not going to buy any plants. I'm not going to buy any books. I do have a pre-order coming, so I'm not counting that one. That's already paid for. Yes, so no plants, no books, no smellies, no toiletries, no makeup, no skincare. I also want to kind of limit our takeaways at home. So I'm going to allow us to have one. Obviously, Dre is more than welcome to purchase his own takeaways, but in terms of my spending, I will only purchase one. I am also budgeting my food shopping in terms of work. So each week I purchase my money for I purchase lunches, so I'm budgeting that. So £15 a week should do my lunches. If it doesn't, then I really need to struggle. Well, I'm struggling. And any money that I don't spend that week, I will just roll over into the following week, and we will kind of go from there. I do have one trip where I am going to IKEA with a friend. I have never been to an IKEA. So we do need a couple of things for our work. So like for the children, so we're going to get some like wicker baskets and things for them to carry about and put their stuff in. And there's a few other things we're purchasing for work, so that will come out of the work budget. But I do want to look and see if there is anything that I could use in terms of decoration for our wedding next year. We're going with an autumnal kind of pumpkin patchy kind of theme. So anything that may work for that, I intend to potentially purchase, but only if I can see what I'm going to use it for. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, at the end of the month, I do plan on I'm doing my own flowers for the wedding, so I do plan on doing a mock-up of kind of bouquets and centerpiecey kind of flowers. So I am going to allow myself to purchase those. And then I think, touch wood, I think that is it. So I am going to write this stuff down for myself, and what I am going to do as well is keep all my receipts from my purchases, and then I can kind of tell you how I got on at the end of the month. So I have also created this funky little chart, no buy September. I should have put no spend really, but here we are. So yes, I have just drawn out this really cute kind of calendar chart thing. So every day I don't spend any money at all, I'm going to cross off a number. No, hang on, let's think about this. Yeah, okay, so every day that I don't purchase something that's not on my list of rules. So obviously I'm allowed to buy food and I'm allowed to purchase my lunches and things like that. So every day where those are the only things that I buy or I don't spend any money at all, I'm going to cross those off. Any days where, I mean, I'm hoping it won't happen. So this is just so you guys will understand the chart. I'm putting this in. But if I was to purchase something not on my list of you can't have, so if I bought myself a book or a plant, then I will leave that square blank and I will make a note of what it is that I bought so that I can show it to you at the end of the month. As I say, I am planning that that doesn't happen at all, but I want to be really transparent, and if I do kind of purchase something that I don't need, then I'm going to record it and tell you about it as well. But as I say, fingers crossed, that isn't going to happen because we can do this. It's only 30 days, and I kind of feel like if I can't manage 30 days, I need some serious help. I have been really kind of good in the past at kind of seeing things and putting them back and not purchasing them. But again, recently my spending has cropped up. And I did speak to Nikki about kind of books and things. And she was like, but if you really want them, why stop yourself having them? So I don't feel guilty about any of my past purchases, but I do really want to kind of curb it so that the only things I'm bringing into my life are things that I love and have a purpose. And I think that's a good start. So my reason for doing it is my credit card. This is honesty and truth time. So the past couple of months, I'd been kind of trying to save money, and I thought, you know what, I'll just stick it on my credit card, and then at the end of the month I can see everything that I've spent. And then it kind of became I'm just going to stick it on the credit card. I'll stick it on the credit card. I'll stick it on the credit card and deal with it later. And unfortunately, I'm now dealing with it. So, sorry, the cat's playing with something in the kitchen. He's like knocking about with his paws. So yeah, obviously now I'm coming to the point where I'm kind of like, okay, now you need to pay off the credit card. So I am making payments every month, but now we're kind of cropping up into the hundreds of kind of what's on my credit card. And while yes, I can afford to pay it off, I can't afford to pay it off like that. So I'm sort of managing £100 here and there, whereas obviously there's a lot more than just £100 on there. So yeah, that's kind of where we're going with it. I do have my car's MOT and service this month, September, which I'm not excited about because I don't readily have that money. So that is going to have to go on my credit card. And again, I'm going to have to pay it off. So yeah, that's my reason for doing it. I want to get my credit card back to zero, and I want to do it before the end of the year. So although this is only 1 month, I know that if I can do this, I can save a huge chunk of what's left at the end of the month, and that can go towards paying off the credit card, and I might be able to do it before November. So you know, I could do it in 2 months if I really, really sort of put my mind to it. So that's kind of my reasoning behind it. There are a few purchases on my credit card that were necessities. So we bought a new mattress. So my half of what the mattress was went on the credit card. We also put down the deposit for our honeymoon next year. So that went on my credit card because me and Dre couldn't instantly pay for that, but we wanted to get it booked so that it's one less thing to worry about. So obviously when we both get paid, our halves of the deposit will go back onto the credit card. So there are things that we both put on it together because Dre doesn't have a credit card, it's just mine. But he is very good at giving me the money for whatever is his half of it. We've always done everything by halves and it works really well for us. So yeah, that's kind of it really. The reasoning behind it is to pay off the credit card. I can't actually tell you exactly how much is on it. I think it's definitely over £500. It's under 1,000, which is really good. But yes, it is over £500, which is too much. And I am annoyed that I've made those purchases on it because I was always brought up to kind of think if you don't have the money right now, you can't have it. And then obviously getting a credit card and being an impulsive person, I'm kind of like, well, I have the money. So yeah, that's kind of where we are. But I have a good feeling about September. September is the change of the year. It's when autumn is starting to creep in. Yeah, I'm excited for this new season and my bank is going to be happy for the new season too. So yeah, wish me luck. If you want to take part, then you definitely should. As I say, this is Kirsty Kirby's idea, it's not mine, but I will leave a link to her channel in the description down below so that you can head over there and check her out, and maybe if you want to get involved, let her know. And yeah, that's kind of it really. There's going to be some more declutters coming. I'm trying to sell things. I'm doing more boot sales. So it all helps. But yes, that's it. That's all I have. So yeah, take care. I will see you guys for this update at the end of September. Let's go October 1st. Why not? Yeah, I will see you soon. Take care.